Yo, I think it's time to talk about moving forward. What we trying to do? I mean, all the brothers that are trying to, do something positive. You know, uh, I've got messages from a lot of brothers. I've got messages from a lot of brothers. They wanna do some things. They I don't you know they want to collaborate. Uh, you know, they want to donate to the channel. All kinds of things. I'm all for that. I hope I'm all for that. I just want to take the time in this video to get together with brothers and find out, what they want to do, what page they're on. Make sure that we all on the same page because, you know, first of all, you know, I gotta say, man, I don't deal with brothers who are not on the moral code, not on the 5 steps. You know, I mean, when I said that, when I say that thing, I mean that. You know, I avoid people who are not on the moral code at all costs in real life. I hope that all men that listen to me or whatever, I hope they're on the moral code and the 5 steps. Cause I'm ready, I'm down for whatever, man. I'm down to move things forward as long as we all on the same page. We all can get on the same page, man. You know. I always hope that black men have purpose. They have some kind of purpose in their lives because uh, we're nothing without purpose. And I mean, I know the game. So I know that a lot of men, you know, their purpose is to get some vagina. I mean, I understand it. I mean, I understand it. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, shit. Every man loves some vagina. You know what I mean? Get some vagina on the side. Most men, anyway, they like some vagina. I just don't want brothers to get caught up in vagina. Vagina is so easy to get caught up in. Why? People wonder why I make videos about black women, and that is because we could talk about getting money all day, but you gotta remember, man, these women are going to get you caught up if you don't know certain rules. You don't know certain things that are going to allow you to keep that money in your pocket for the most part. You know, a lot of these women are on the hunt for good men. They can't wait to get you. They can't wait to sucker you in, turn you into some sucker. That's why a lot of these arguments are going on online. Brothers are a lot of arguments are going on online where brothers don't know Why are black men making videos about black women all day? What is the purpose of that? You know, how does that move us forward? You know, and it's very important to know and understand that these videos serve a purpose. You know, most black men have grown up without father figures in their homes. And this is why I believe our community is in the situation it is in right now. It's because men, or so-called men, males, their whole purpose in life is to chase after vagina. You know, they have no purpose other than that. Even when they get a purpose, it's only so they can impress some woman so they can get some vagina. It always leads back to vagina, their whole mental state, their whole mind state. I mean, imagine living your entire life, you know, revolving around some woman's vagina. That means these women got a hell of a lot of power over you. You know, there's dudes who go to college for 10 years, take on hundred to $180,000 in debt. I mean, from the to the brothers who are out there selling dope on the corner, trying to impress some woman. You know, they're selling drugs, they're out there killing each other, they're buying guns. I mean, once you start selling drugs, then you got to protect yourself. So you're gonna have to graduate to get you some guns. Then from there, you're gonna come up against some brothers who want to rob you. The dudes that don't feel like selling dope, they just want to take what you got, so they gonna want to rob you. Then you got to protect yourself from them. So that's how a lot of things. And these dudes themselves, the thieves, these thieves, they want the same thing. They want to get money so they can get gear, get clothes, get shoes, get cars, all so they can impress some woman. I don't want to hear this bullshit about I'm trying to feed my family, trying to feed my family. But you got $300 True Religion jeans on. That ain't got shit to do with feeding your family. You know, a lot of black men are running around as if they're talking to some weak-minded female when they bring these excuses to the table. You know, that shit ain't gonna fly with me. But like I said, man, ultimately, all of these dudes are doing this stuff because they're trying to impress some woman. They're trying to get some vagina. That gives a woman a hell of a lot of power over you, man. A hell of a lot of power over you. And then a lot of times when a man, the game is so fucked up that if a man tells you that you doing some bullshit, you will be trying to fight him when actually that dude is trying to protect you, trying to help you out. You know, I know at any point in time when I'm having these conversations with these so-called men, these males, that it can escalate into some type of violent act, because these are some overly sensitive, overly emotional individuals. You know, but what is the purpose of making these kinds of videos about black women? Well, they serve a purpose. See, they wake men up. They wake men up. You know, a lot of men, when they wake up to these facts, when they take that red pill, for the most part, it's no going back once you take that red pill, man. That's what I'm saying. Once you pop that pill, It's no going back to being an idiot. I mean, you could go back to pretending. A lot of dudes might be in the midst of some kind of relationship at the time, or caught up in some custody battle or something with some female, you know. But yeah, man. Like I said, man, these videos have a purpose, man. There's no sense of just talking about getting all this money and let's get this money and let's get this paper and let's build and let's do all these kinds of things if you simply going to use that money to try to impress some female, try to get in her pants and end up flogged. You're going to end up flogged if you don't have this information about female nature. That's very important, you know. I mean, it's probably the most important thing any man should know, because a lot of most of these black men were raised in homes without fathers. So no one ever told them any of this stuff. No one ever came to them and broke it down to them. You know, and basically the basic premise of all these videos is to protect yourself. A lot of my videos I make, at the end of the video you'll see a sign that says be cautious, black man. These are basically what I'm saying is these are cautionary tales. I'm not saying that these types of things apply to all men and all women. What I'm saying is that you got to be careful, man, because they do apply to you. They might not fit your situation at this current point in time, but they always apply to you. Some of this stuff always applies to you, whether you're in a relationship or whether you're single, whether you're dating or whether you're whether you're not dating. So that is why these videos are so important, and also we have to wake up the simps. I mean, the biggest problem that we have in the black community is that we don't have a consensus amongst ourselves, amongst men. We don't have a consensus. We don't have our own culture. And when we try to present a culture, we are met with the backlash of the simps and the manginas and the women who who uh who love it just the way it is. I mean, they always trying to say, "Oh, we need to go back and fix the community and all this other kind of nonsense." But how do you fix a community where people don't actually want it fixed? You can only fix something that people want fixed. You are under the assumption that these women want you to fix something. Okay? If they wanted things fixed, they would gravitate themselves towards good men in the first place. But now it's too late, you know. You can't go on for 50 years with the strong independent mantra, and then when that shit no longer works out in your favor, now all of a sudden, now all of a sudden, oh, that shit doesn't work. Now we're gonna go back to being sweet, sensitive, and fake, with the fake submission, with the illusion of submission. It's too late. How do you go back? Brothers already done read the signs. You put all your cards out on the table, how you felt about a brother, but now that it's not working, oh, we got all the fake falsehoods. Oh, that wasn't me. I wasn't that sister who was talking that stuff. I mean, A black woman doesn't even have to be walking around with the strong, independent bullshit to be on it. We can read the signs. You ain't gotta be an oracle to read the signs, man. Okay, I never said I was strong and independent, but yet and still, I got my baby daddy on child support. I never said I was strong and independent, but I'm constantly running down to the courthouse. I'm on Section 8. I'm on all these programs. I'm taking advantage of the system. You know, without the black man's sperm, the system is mute. The system is irrelevant. You know, without your sperm, black man, the black woman cannot take advantage of you without your sperm first. You know, I see this shit that happened with the game though. Yeah, yeah. I mean that. You know, that is the extreme nature of what these women are willing to go to. You know, dressing like complete and total whores, trying to draw in a man, and then it's like a mousetrap, though. It's like a mousetrap with a piece of cheese on it, except it's pussy on the end of that trap. You know what I mean? And when your ass put your neck in between them legs, that's when the shit snaps. Bow! Off with his head. You know? Off with his head. I mean, is that not something that black men should be speaking out against? You know, shouldn't we be talking about those things after seeing it happen over and over and over again? Nah, we're just supposed to just be building and go back to the community and do all this stuff and act like it own up to our responsibility in the matter. There is no fixing over there. There's nothing to fix. Like I said, in order for you to fix something, these women would have to actually think that something is wrong with the shit that they're doing. And at this point in time, all you're gonna get is the illusion of submission. Long as we live in this society, long as we live in American society, a woman always has the option, or any westernized society, a woman always has the option to opt out of your leadership and go to her government daddy and flog your fucking ass. So while you want to go out there, while there's a lot of brothers who want to go out there and they want black men to get their shit together and all this, and that's all well and good. I'm for black men getting their stuff together. But you have to watch out for the mousetrap, the biggest mousetrap of them all. And the more money you get, the more susceptible you are to getting flogged. You know? Because that means more women gonna be coming at you. And I mean, which one of these women that you trust? See, these women have told you that you not shit because you don't have any money. You ain't shit because you don't have money. They're making videos about it. So how do you feel when you go out there and get a bunch of money? Now you on the defensive. Now you like, oh, these bitches was talking shit about a nigga when he was broke. You know what I mean? Now I got all this money. Now I gotta be aware that these bitches was talking all that shit about money. They wanted money. So what am I gonna do? It's a slippery slope, man. It's a slippery slope, man. We don't know who's who in this game. We don't know which one of these women are the ones who was talking shit. So all you can do Let's assume that all of them were talking shit. Oh well. See, that's what happens when you allow your sisterhood to do the things that they do without. And this is what happened when black women don't hold other black women accountable. You know, because it's not like they have to listen to us. Remember, they could always run to their government daddy. You know, how do we hold them responsible for their actions when they could always run and go get a simp? There's always another pussy beggar on the next corner. If you don't do what she wants you to do, she knows that she has an unlimited supply of simps. She could go on her little online dating profile and she has a Rolodex of simps, pussy beggars, and fucking thug niggas to fucking come over and bow down to the queen. You know, how does a man deal with that? You know, when it comes to black men getting their stuff together, I'm for black men getting their stuff together. I'm for black men building for black men. Okay? I'm all for that because my analogy is if there's 5 black men on the corner right now, in 10 years, there's going to be 20 black men on the corner. And you're going to have to deal with these brothers. These are going to be the brothers who are trying to rob you, because, as a collective, we didn't do anything to try to come together and have a consensus and actually build anything that was for us as men. Now you got to deal with these. Now you walking down the street, you got your shit together. You know what I mean? Or you riding down the street, but now it's 20. It was 5, 10 years ago. Now it's 20 dudes without work, without jobs, without opportunity, sitting on the fucking corner. Cause we didn't create any opportunities. That's why black people don't respect each other, and that is the reason why black people are so hard on each other. Where they say that black people are the most hardest on each other than anyone else. And that is because you see a dude that got his shit together, he's riding around. I mean, not necessarily got his shit together, just, he got him a car and he got him a car and some rims on it, and he's riding down the street with his bumping sound system, and he got his head up in the air like he did something. He got his head up in the air. He is so proud of himself. But at the same time, black people look at that shit like, well, we don't have no community. We don't have no community. And this motherfucker right here is riding around with his head up in the air. What you think one of them 20 dudes that's standing on the corner going to do to you? They gonna go rob that nigga. that is their mentality. I'm gonna go rob that nigga. You know. Oh well. Didn't create any opportunity. So, I'm all for black men getting their stuff together and creating opportunities for each other, helping each other, you know what I mean? Helping each other and, you know. But first, we need to educate each other. I mean, that's just simply like, let's just say, you do have an opportunity for black men to make $19, $20 an hour. And you give that brother that opportunity, and he takes the money that he earns and goes out there and buys a bunch of bullshit, and he attracts some female. She ends up being the wrong kind of female. She ends up being because women are great at pretending that there are. I made a video about this. Women are great at pretending that they're wholesome, that they keep the house clean, that they're great mothers, they raise their children properly. These women are professional pretenders when it comes to that. Professional pretenders, you know. But in all reality, that's just to sucker you in. That's just to get you in there. She can dress how you want her to dress. She can talk how you want her to talk. She can act the way you want her to act. But you have to remember, at any point in time, she could pull the fucking mousetrap. She could snap them legs back. And it's off with your head, black man. Anyway, on that note, I want to say peace. Get on the 5 steps. Adopt the moral code.